There's a beautiful two-tone paint fade and lots of decals coming right up. Hi everybody, and a warm welcome back to Maple Leaf Customs in Switzerland. I'm Andrew, and on the bench today is a 1:64 scaled Hot Wheels 2016 Mercedes-AMG GT3. This is the mainline issue in yellow with a few basic racing tempos. But I found a couple of pics online that inspired me to transform this into the Akkodis Puma Racer, which I think is a much more stunning livery for such a beautiful sports car. It's already got the shape and all the components, so it's ready to go. I put it securely into my little hobby bench size vise for safety while I drill out these plastic rivets that hold the chassis to the body. This is a 4mm drill bit. And here's what it looks like inside. Super clean because it's right out of the blister pack. Smoky glass, always a treat. Plastic interior with one racing seat, racing steering wheel. I see a fire extinguisher in there. I'll dress those up. Plastic chassis, plastic wheels. Looks like the Hot Wheels design team went with a minimalistic look on the undercarriage. I'll spread these three little plastic tabs apart. They hold the original axle in place. I don't want to break them off because I want to close them in again over a new set of axles and wheels that I've got on the sidelines. But I do save all wheels for future project considerations. According to my wiki research, the Mercedes-AMG GT is a series of two-door sports cars produced by Mercedes-AMG in Germany. The car was introduced in September 2014 at the Paris Motor Show. It was the second sports car developed entirely in-house by Mercedes-AMG. This GT3 racing variant of the car that I've got was introduced in 2015. The latest iteration, called the AMG GT Black Series, was released in 2021. All variants are assembled at the Mercedes-Benz plant in Sindelfingen, Germany, which I've had the pleasure to visit. It's just outside Stuttgart and not too far from where I live. I'm doing my best to get all of the residual yellow paint off the casting. First with a bullet-shaped wire attachment on my rotary tool, and then a little careful picking and scratching with the sharp tip of an X-Acto knife. And I think I'm just about there. Whoops, almost. There's the racing version I'm going for. A thorough degreasing comes next, and I encourage you not to skip this step if you want to get the best finish possible. Also remember to give your paints a really good mixing. I'm going with a matte black primer today. Check my PSI on a white spoon before hitting the casting with it. Unusual to have only one car in my dehydrator. Coming soon on Maple Leaf Customs, you're going to see a classic 68 Dodge Dart Swinger, followed by my favorite car, the 911 Turbo Porsche, and the final Four Horsemen build of the year. I always show you a year in review compilation too, so make sure you're all subbed up and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of those. The matte black primer is all cured now. So it's back into the spray booth, and I'm putting black on black, but this is zirconium and it's a gloss finish, also by Kaleido Color Works. Now this is what it looks like on the white spoon alone. You see the gloss. This is the matte black spoon that I did a few moments ago. That's what's on the car right now. I'm going to do the whole car, even though only the back is going to show, because I intend to do a second color fade up front. Do yourself a favor and check out this new line of Kaleido Color Works acrylic paints. They spray like lacquer, but they're odorless and easy to clean up. I really like them. The silver is also from the metal set of 12. There it is over the zirconium black spoon. Testing out the fade properties. And then I confidently proceed to do just the front half of the car, about to the midpoint of the doors, but not hitting the roof. Black and silver is a classy looking combo, don't you think? Today's community shoutout goes to the YouTube channel Speedsport Hobbies. I invite you to follow the link that I left in the description to check it out for yourself. There were lots of pics of the Akkodis Puma racer online, so I went on a search and sourced all of the sponsorship decals, cleaned them up, scaled them to size, and started applying them. Some of them, over the black half of the car, had to go down first in a ghost white decal layer. When these are dried up, color decals will go over top of them. Over the silver front half of the GT3, I can apply the color decals in one stage. I used a little bit of panel liner to help accentuate these air vents on the front quarter panels. The same treatment is applied to the Mercedes grille, which is a feature of the race car, just like the street version. Two-stage decal application is a very laborious and time-consuming process, but so satisfying when they come out nicely. So I quite enjoy doing this. You can barely decipher the smallest of these, but that's a Total Energy logo going on the front, GT Racing logo over the rear wheel wells. You'll spot Pirelli and the Akkodis logo too. My channel logo gets tucked underneath as always. Part of the streetcar to race car conversion required blacking out the rear portion of these already smoky windows. They're going to accommodate a couple of small decals as well. And some Mr. Hobby number 30 clear for a top shine. And this plain Jane interior is going to get a black racing seat, black steering wheel, and a red fire extinguisher. Another tiny detail, but one that shouldn't be overlooked, is this racing harness printed on white copy paper. I black out the edges so they don't show white. That gets applied with a dab of Mod Podge on top of the seat and the harness itself. I just poke it into place there and position it with a toothpick. That's going to dry clear over top. Now for the promised wheel swap. This is a set of Samed real rubber tires which do not match the color scheme at all. But I'm going to black out the rims and I'm going to white out the lime green trim on the tire so that can receive a printed Pirelli P0 decal, just like this. Get it into the right position, and when that's dry, I'll black out that little remainder of white. Alright, that was a lot of work in the regularly allotted 1 week time frame. It's been clear coated in Kaleido gloss varnish. A little more work on the windshield was done. There's my customized interior. And the new P0 wheels. Let's see how it all goes together. Pretty simple reassembly job. Clicks back in place, tight and snug as you want it to be. Couple of replacement 256 Phillips head screws to finish it all off. Hugging the pavement, it's a real racer. Let's have a closer look. My favorite part of this one is the silver to black fade paint job. You see a little bit of metallic fleck in both of them. The P0 decals on the rubber tires. All of the proper racing sponsors located as per pics of the real car. What I started with was a car that would look outstanding in my driveway. But what I finished with is the car that's at home on the racetrack. I tried to cover all the details in this one, including lowering it. I invite you to leave your respectful comments below with thoughts on the AMG GT3 and tell me where you're watching from. I'm keen to know. Thanks for visiting again today. Come on back soon and often. It's coffee time.